Coming up shortly on OC News.
Thousands of protesters gather for a No Kings rally in Los Angeles.
A man found 4 of his friends dead after an apparent overdose in a Fullerton apartment.
And voting has begun early, with mail-in ballots now in voters' hands.
All this and more on OC News, starting right now.
This just in tech news. First responder on
There's been a lot of collaborative efforts.
I feel blessed to be here in Fullerton.
Brought to you by the
broadcast journalism students at Cal State Fullerton. OC News starts right now.
Good evening, Titans, and welcome to OC News. I'm Miranda Palmas.
And I'm Evan Fidel. Thank you for joining us. The recent No Kings protest took place throughout the country on Saturday, marking one of the largest days of protest in our country's history. Our very own Sergio Gonzalez was out in Washington, D.C., and saw the crowds firsthand.
Signs flew high, speeches were shared, and chants blared throughout the country as a reported 7 million people marched across 2,700 No Kings protests on Saturday, marking one of the largest protests in the nation's history.
We're here to show up, to demonstrate the fact that there are this many people willing to come out across the country who believe like we do.
People of all ages and backgrounds united to denounce President Donald Trump's administration, demanding proper equity and representation in America.
Thousands of Americans are right here at the Capitol building in Washington, D.C., including Bernie Sanders, expressing urgency for democracy and in protesting the current.
As nurses, one of our core values is compassion, and this administration has made it very clear that it doesn't care about working people, especially immigrants. And so I'm a labor and delivery nurse, and so with this administration, one of the things that we see firsthand that's going to be harming our patients is the cuts to Medicaid.
Signs slammed Trump's policies on social justice, condemning his stances on numerous issues, including his demands on immigration. Protesters also had their own methods of mocking Trump.
The whole point is to show that these people in full military outfits or full military are policing the people in animal costumes to show that it's a joke.
Amid the political unrest and a day of voices being heard, it remains hard to look past the collective anxiety among the nation.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe that we are this close to an authoritarian dictatorship.
Reporting with OC News, I'm Sergio Gonzalez.
Tensions are rising between Governor Newsom and President Trump over National Guard troops in Los Angeles. Newsom claims the troops' presence violates the Posse Comitatus Act, which bars military involvement in civilian law enforcement. He says California's sovereignty is at stake. The Trump administration says the troops are providing support, but Newsom's legal team argues the move goes too far. A federal court is set to hear the case, which could have far-reaching implications for the use of military force in domestic affairs.
4 people were found dead in a Fullerton apartment in what police call an apparent overdose. Officers respond around 11 a.m. to an apartment on West Wilshire Avenue after a friend reports his roommates were not breathing. Inside, police found 4 adults unresponsive. Investigators believe drugs may be involved, but say there is no threat to the public. The victims' identities and official cause of death have not been released.
Students at Cal State Fullerton got a powerful lesson in readiness as a 7.0 magnitude earthquake simulator rolled onto campus. Here is Taylor Davis with the story.
Students at Cal State Fullerton got a chance to experience a 7.0 magnitude earthquake inside a mobile simulator on campus.
We were able to partner today by bringing their earthquake simulator in order to provide an educational opportunity for our students in our community.
The California Governor's Office of Emergency Services, the Cal State Fullerton Police Department, and the Office of Emergency Management Continuity hosted the event. The purpose was to increase awareness and prepare students for the next big hit.
Here on campus to draw in the students, and then from there we can encourage them to, whether it's download the MyShake app, to get those earthquake early warning notifications, or to practice how to drop cover and hold on. It's important because a lot of these students likely are not from the area, are not aware of their earthquake threats, not close to family, and so it's important that we hit this demographic to ensure them that if they learn some of these preparedness resources and tools, then they can help take care of themselves and their friends and family when there is an earthquake.
It's one thing talking about being prepared for an earthquake, but feeling one is a totally different lesson.
I was kind
of blown away that I was like, wait, like the Earth does this? Like moves that fast and like that dramatically? It kind of was like scary a little bit, like after the fact of just thinking about how that could like actually happens.
Students who stopped by felt the simulation was intense and eye-opening, saying it made them think differently. The ultimate goal is to make sure everyone knows where to go, what to do, and how to stay prepared for when the next earthquake happens. Reporting with OC News, Taylor Davis.
Coming up after the short break, we're talking about parlays. Mobile sports betting is on the rise, but how will it change the world of major gambling?
Buena Park celebrates their annual Silverado Days Festival.
And I've got a weather forecast to keep you informed as we enter autumn here in Fullerton.
What does it take to discover the greatness within you? It takes resilience.
When I first got to Cal State Fullerton, I felt lost. Then I found my community. It was like a caring family cheering me on.
I wasn't sure about being a chemist. My professor showed me I could.
People believed in me here, and I learned to believe in myself.
Discover the resilience within you at Cal State Fullerton.
Can I get the now bar, please? $1. Have a good one. Got it.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey, let me get a now bar.
Sure. $1.
Appreciate you.
You got it.
105.
Don't take a step outside. Don't move. Standing at 4'11", we have Giselle Medina with the weather. How's the weather down there?
Actually, Evan, I'm equipped today, so I don't know what the weather is like down there, but let's get into the weather from up here. It is currently a pleasant 70 degrees this evening, which is as autumn as it typically gets in SoCal, but it'll drop to a low of 56 degrees tonight, inching us closer to that seasonal sweater weather some of us might be looking for. With the winds today at 9 miles per hour, a crisp breeze makes the 52% humidity feel quite comfortable. The sun played a bit of peekaboo with us today after rising at 7:02 a.m. this morning, and it'll stay partly cloudy throughout the day. In the last stretch of daylight savings, catch tonight's sunset at 6:08 p.m. As we take a look into the rest of this week, we can expect partly cloudy skies over the next 4 days. Maybe think about losing some of the layers during the day as the heat amps up back to the Southern California weather we all know and love, with highs hovering around the high 70s and low 80s. Tomorrow, we can expect a high of 77 degrees with some shade due to the partly cloudy skies, hopefully offering us some relief from these rising temperatures. Maybe consider packing that sweater, though, if you plan to be on campus late, as the lows remain around the mid-50s for the rest of this week, and a cool 55 degrees for tomorrow's low. Friday shoots all the way out of the high 70s to a solid 80 degrees before returning down to 76 degrees for a high on both Saturday and Sunday. Enjoy the nice weather, Titans, and consider getting ample rest as it is the last weekend before the highly anticipated 3-day Halloween weekend. For your well-rested eyes, be sure to pack sunglasses on your drive to school next week. With no shield from the sun, expect a high back at 80 degrees this coming Monday. That's all I have for the weather. Back to you, Miranda and Evan.
California voters, pay attention. The clock is ticking for mail-in ballots ahead of this month's election. Officials are urging voters to mail in ballots by November 1st to make sure they are counted on Election Day, Tuesday, November 4th. Recent USPS delays mean on-time mailing is crucial. Ballots can also be dropped off in person or cast at polling places. Visit your county elections office for details.
Betting on your favorite team is easier now than ever, maybe a little too easy. Emiliano Cabral reports on how sports gambling has exploded since it was legalized nationwide.
From the casinos to mobile devices, sports betting has become part of the game. Since the Supreme Court legalized it nationwide in 2018, gambling on sports has exploded, and young fans are leading the charge.
In 1992, it was made illegal by an act of Congress. And then in 2018, the Supreme Court reversed that and argued that sports gambling should be legal. And since then, it's absolutely exploded.
Professor John Bruschi teaches sports communication. He says mobile betting apps and constant promotions have made gambling more appealing and more accessible than ever.
The marketing is also getting more sophisticated, so the entry barriers are getting lower and lower, and there are more promotions that are like, make a free bet, make a $5 bet, your first $20 bet is free, we'll give you a free $200 if you deposit $200.
And it's that accessibility that's changing how fans view the sport. For many young people, watching a game goes hand in hand with placing a bet, straight from your phone.
It's easy to chase your losses and just keep chasing that big win to make money.
To ever do gambling well, you have to be incredibly disciplined, and everything that the person taking the bets is doing is to try to lower your level of discipline. What makes sports popular is it's always supposed to be a fair contest, and it's focused on the outcome of the game. And what the sports wagering does is it perverts that, right? The most important thing is just whatever in-game bet you can make or covering the spread.
For many, betting adds to the thrill. But for others, it's changing what it means to be a fan. Emiliano Cabral, OC News.
Sports is up next to bat, and Ariel Phillips is pitching us the details.
It's a big week in sports. We've got the World Series heating up, the NBA just getting started, and some big wins here on campus. So yeah, if you're a sports fan, your couch is about to be your new best friend. Let's start with baseball. The World Series begins Friday as the Dodgers and Blue Jays face off. Game 1 is in Toronto, where the Blue Jays will look to defend home turf before the series heads to LA. Both teams are coming in strong. The Dodgers are chasing another championship after a dominant run through the National League, while the Blue Jays are looking to bring the trophy back to Canada for the first time in over 30 years. With powerhouse lineups, deep pitching staffs, and plenty of momentum, let's get ready for an exciting fall classic. Can the reigning champs run it back, or will it finally be the year for the underdogs? As baseball winds down, basketball is just getting started. The NBA season is officially back, and teams are wasting no time getting to work across the league. Fans are eager to see how new lineups come together and which teams will set the pace early in the season. With fresh talent entering the league and familiar rivalries returning, there's plenty to look forward to as the season unfolds. It's only the beginning, but the energy around the league is already high as teams start their journey toward the playoffs. Titan women's soccer is keeping the momentum going and making history along the way. Back here in Titan territory, our very own women's soccer came up big on the road, taking down UC San Diego 1-0 in San Diego. The team was able to secure the shutout with the goalkeeper Isaac Ranson breaking another school record of 27 all-time shutouts. Fullerton is back home this weekend with 2 key conference matchups, tomorrow night against UCI and Sunday versus Long Beach. That's all I have for sports. I'll kick it back to you guys at the desk.
Back up here.
Coming up after a short break, professionals in music journalism share their stories with students.
Yes, Miranda, and we're going to get spooky and scary in the entertainment world with Isabella Lyons. Coming up after this.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills. Next. We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Let's head over to entertainment. Isabella Lyons has you covered.
Thanks, Evan. Netflix is taking viewers inside one of America's most iconic and powerful families, the Kennedys. Netflix is diving into American history with a new drama series called Kennedy. The show is based on the book JFK, Coming of Age, The American Century, and explores the early triumphs and tragedies of the Kennedy family, long before John F. Kennedy reached the White House. Season 1 starts in the 1930s, showing Joe and Rose Kennedy raising their 9 children. Michael Fassbender will star as family patriarch Joe Kennedy Sr. Netflix has yet to announce a release date on the historical series. The Black Phone 2 isn't just frightening its audience, it's scaring off the competition. The Black Phone 2 is ringing loud at the box office. The sequel to the 2022 horror hit opened at number 1 this weekend, scaring up to $26.5 million. That's more than its predecessor, which earned $23.6 million in its debut. This time, 15-year-old Gwen is haunted by nightmares and mysterious calls from the Black Phone, showing visions of missing boys at a winter camp. With her brother Finn, she sets out to uncover the truth and confronts the terrifying spirit known as the Grabber. The Black Phone 2 is in theaters now, if you dare to answer the call. And an unexpected visitor stirred up some excitement at the Northern California Zoo. A wild black bear wandered into the Sequoia Park Zoo in Eureka and stopped by the bear enclosure to check out 3 captive bears. Zoo staff say the bear was curious but not aggressive, even interacting with other bears through the fence. After a short visit and some exploring, the bear was safely guided back into the woods. Zoo officials called him a polite visitor, saying he stayed on the path and never tried to climb the railings. Well, that's one visitor I would barely expect. Back to you guys at the desk.
Family fun, food, and games were on full display over the weekend in Orange County, especially at the annual Silverado Days Festival. Julian Vallejo has the story.
While Buena Park may be known for Knott's Berry Farm, just 5 minutes away at William Peak Park, the annual Silverado Days Festival took place over the weekend. For 69 years, local crafts and food vendors set up shop at the park, driving in an array of different visitors and raising money for charity.
And what makes it special is all the participation from all the community members that are out here.
There's 15 different food vendors ready for you to indulge, no matter your taste buds. But it doesn't stop at just food staples. Even your furry friends can enjoy themselves.
We do anything from doggy Happy Meals right there, which are very popular. These are haunted Happy Meals.
Visitors can find multiple different avenues for entertainment as well.
The crowds are really good. There's a lot of really cool people coming through. Like you see, meet all ages, a lot of families. It's a good family event. A lot of good rides, a lot of good food.
From classic car shows to carnival rides to concerts, Silverado Days has something for everyone.
The annual event takes place every 3rd weekend in October, drawing in over 60,000 people with their foods, crafts, and carnival rides.
If you enjoy thrills, the rides are waiting for you. Classics like the Zipper and the Mega Slide take center stage on the park grounds. But there are calmer attractions for the easily queasy people.
For the hula hoop, the dog show, and the pie eating contest, and all the things we do, it's just full of community members having a good time.
A warm sense of community has kept this festival going for over half a century, making memories for people year after year. For OC News, I'm Julian Vallejo.
A panel of journalists explored their experiences within music journalism. Our reporter Jade Gavan has a scoop.
On Tuesday night, Cal State Fullerton's Music Industry Club held a panel together with professionals in music journalism, giving students a look behind the scenes. This event was organized by members of this club, and students also got to share their experiences.
I am a broadcast journalism major, so I just thought that it would be interesting. I interned at a record label last year, so I do want to work in music. It's not like my only goal, but it's definitely something that I'd be interested in. So I just thought to kind of listen to the panelists and kind of like get their LinkedIns and kind of just see what they had to say.
I also had a chance to talk to one of the organizers of this event, and they also gave me their insight.
We decided to do music journalism just because it's been a while since we've done it, and I know that there's a lot of people who are interested in Cal State Fullerton and writing.
During this panel, 2 music journalists shared their experiences working in the music journalism industry, answered students' questions, and so much more.
It's been tough, I feel like, getting your name out there or staying true to your ideals as a journalist. But, you know, I feel like the true journalists are trying to hold it down as much as they can. Everyone is so results-based, which, you know, to a degree I still am. But you have to work and continue working even when you get fewer notifications and fewer likes on your stuff. And your work, you just got to keep going.
Write a lot. Just get your reps in, you know, even if it's just for your own personal blog or for a freelancer that's paying you a couple of bucks, just get it done. Get those, even if it's bad, at least you got it out the way. Now, by the time you get to your actual dream job, then you are going to be the best writer ever.
By connecting students with professionals, the Music Industry Club continues to bridge the gap between campus and career, inspiring the next generation of journalists in music media. This is Jade Gavan with OC News, signing off.
A Michigan woman turned AI luck into real cash and walks away with 6 figures. Tammy Carvey used ChatGPT to pick her numbers for the September Powerball draw, and it paid off. She matched 4 white balls plus the Powerball, winning $50,000. But with the Power Play option, her prize doubled to $100,000. She plans to pay off her home and save the rest. Lottery officials remind players that draws are random. No AI can guarantee a win. I did not think that ChatGPT can win you money. Did you?
100,000? I don't even know. Look, ChatGPT could do so many things. Look, yeah. I'm not even going to forget using it for school. I'm going to use it to pay me a house, give me a house or something. I'm going to do exactly what she did. Me too. Thank you for joining us on OC News this week. Our next show goes live in just a few moments. My name is Evan Fennell.
And my name is Miranda Palmas. Make sure to follow us on social media at TitanTVCSUF and OC News CSUF. Thanks again for watching.